Alright, so I'm in Publix. I need to know if anybody's ever eaten this. This is cranberry cinnamon goat cheese. And then they have blueberry vanilla. Like, is that good? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess like cheese is like creamy, so it's supposed to work well with the sweet, but I still think that would be weird. Cheese, you guys. Cheese is an amazing thing. I mean, I don't know if that's an amazing thing, but cheese is an amazing thing. Oh, I guess cheese and apples works. And it's because of the sweet to the creamy salt of the cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're in Moultrie, Georgia. And we're in the center. There's a clock tower behind us. We're going to see their Christmas lights they have set up. So, like, just quick spin. It's pretty impressive for a little town. I'm going to flip you around. So there's the clock tower, and you can see the lights string here to a point, and then they go across the street. How cool is that? It's gorgeous. We're going to take a walk around the clock tower building. See if I can figure out what building this is. So I didn't find what the name of the building is yet, but I did find this. It's a monument, offers a promise etched in stone that sacrifices of our finest will never be forgotten. And then it lists all the officers. I'm assuming that have either been killed in action or on duty. It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty little gorgeous spot. This building's pretty impressive too. And then they have a Christmas tree here in the middle. There's a little bit better view of the clock tower and where the lights come off. So it's almost like a clock tower lighthouse setup. And then in the front yard here, they've got what I assume is some kind of stage. And then they've got, it's called the Lewis Hill Amphitheater. And they've got little bleachers set up, permanent structure bleachers. Up close to the tree now, some of the decorations they have. Little baubles and balls and lights, candy canes and bows. It's probably, let's see, right about here would be 6 foot. It's probably about an 18-20 foot tree. It's cool. I like the star that's on top. It's a cool setup. This building across the way is called the Blue Sky Grill, and all of its front windows here all have Christmas trees in front of it, or yeah, in the windows. And that was neat. I'll just show you some more around the little like small town area, because they've got a lot of the places have Christmas lights. So it's another building that's got a tree in it. So the clock tower is actually their courthouse. So that's the inside of the courthouse. I'm up on the front steps here. Just kind of a shot of the tree from the steps. Like I said, this place is pretty impressive. It's got some cool architecture to it. Just kind of taking a walk around the courthouse here. Now that I know it's not the clock tower building. It's the other side here. They've got a fountain here. just continue around the far side. I've got a monument there, I think. We'll go check that out in a second. The other side is adjacent. The adjacent side from where we started. Look how low this tree hangs, like.
Touching the ground.
Yeah.
Branches.
It's branches over here touching the ground. These are pretty close.
And that one over there is touching the ground.
Oh yeah, that one on the far side. It's a magnolia tree is what it is.
It's a what?
It's a magnolia tree. These are magnolia leaves. They have really pretty white flowers on them when they bloom. So there's the stage we were at over there. This is just the other side of the tree. And the last side to the courthouse. I know coming in I saw this flame that was burning over in the corner. We're going to walk over there and take a look at it.
I'm sure Mom and Nellie and them are all confused where we are.
Kind of left them. Some more of the decorations and the shops that surround the courthouse. Okay, so the flame I told you that I saw, there it is there. That's what we saw coming in. This is in memory of the Colquitt County men who served during time of war and died in service, dedicated July 4th of 1976. And basically it lists everybody who served and died in war, World War I, II, the Korean, the Vietnam, and the Iraq War. It's pretty amazing. So,
Memory of Chris J. Coleman. Memory of Mark E. Coleman. In honor of our classmates in HS class 1966.
some more dedication bricks in front of this fire monument. So I'm going to take a step back and let's just give these gentlemen a moment of silence for their service. Pretty amazing. It's cool they did this for the, not as much for the soldiers that sacrificed, but as for the families as well. Just kind of like to show their appreciation for the dedication and the sacrifice that these guys and gals gave. So my son noticed that there are more bricks. I'm assuming that when this was built and the money was collected to build this, or this was probably redone as a walkway, because some of these are as early as, or as recent as 2012. There are names of people who had family serve in the war, and they put these up. So it's pretty amazing. If you're looking for the epitome of small town America, Moultrie's got it. It's a bigger town than I realized. This is just their main street around their courthouse and a lot of their main shops that are like locally owned shops. It's a lot bigger than this. They've got Walmarts and Publix and Home Depots and all that stuff. But you have to drive outside of this center kind of nerve of the town. But this area here just has that small town, middle America vibe to it. And we're only a couple hours outside of Tallahassee, Florida, up in Moultrie, Georgia. So, and it's a blend. It's a very interesting blend we found. This county, created by act of the legislature on February 25th, 1856, is named for Hon Walter T. Colquitt, who had recently died, a famous lawyer and Methodist preacher. He served in Congress in 1839 to 1840 and 1842 to 1843, and in the Senate from 43 to 48. As an advocate judge, Colquitt stood alone in Georgia. Among the first county officers were Sheriff Jacob F. Reichert, Clerk of Superior Court, William McLeod, Ordinary Hardy Chastain, tax receiver John A. Alderman, tax collector Job Turner, coroner Elijah Tillman, and surveyor Amos Turner. So this Colquitt County, which is what Moultrie's in, was founded in 1856. Got a couple little plaques commemorating that. This one here, this is the magnolia tree planted by Miss George Tucker circa 1845, Moultrie Federated Garden Council. This tree that I was telling you where it's touching the grounds and stuff was planted in 1845. So the town is, this tree was planted, what, 11 years prior to the founding of the county. That's crazy. It's pretty cool. So this little plaque that we saw near the county dedication plaque basically dramatizes the fact that Colquitt is Georgia's #1 agricultural county. And it's just like a representation to all future farmers that, you know, Colquitt County is #1 as far as agricultural production goes. So, and Moultrie is definitely one of them. You know, it's a big part of that. They have a lot of farms and stuff here that rotate all kinds of crops in and out. Sorry, here's some more of the courthouse, the top where the clock tower is. It's really gorgeous. So, you know, admiring it a little more. Alright, so I told you there was a statue when I was over there, that there was something I want to come see. So this
is in honor of our Confederate dead.
Yeah, it's a Confederacy memorial statue erected by Moultrie McNeil chapter of the Daughters of the Confederacy of Moultrie, Georgia in 1909. So this has been here since 1909. So this is not dedicated to any leader or anything like that. It's just dedicated to the soldiers that were conscripted into the army and had to fight, and it's just something in honor of their memory. So this is the side of that. It's just some flags and it says comrades.
There's more plaques with things on them. And right here is pretty.
On fame's eternal camping ground, their silent tents are spread, and glory guards with solemn round the bivouac of the dead, lest we forget. And that's just a set of old Confederate rifles, well, old Civil War style rifles. And it looks like they're laying bricks around it. I guess as people like buy them, they lay them. And that's at the four corners there. The shop across the street has a Santa Claus in the window. It says Merry Christmas. And then this jewelry store here has a bunch of lights too. There you go. Check that shot out. I got it so close. It's 8 o'clock, so it just chimed 8 times. That was pretty cool. I wish I'd have had it going the whole time. for the light to meet from a bunch of different directions. It's a closer shot of that blue sky grill. I like the font on their little awning there. So we're on the, there's a tree, we're on this side of the courthouse looking at, just found this, it's a bell.
Donated to Colquitt County in 2005.
Donated to Colquitt County in 2005 by Hinton Reeves. So I guess this was given in honor of Kelly Reeves Furniture Company from 1934 to 2000. It almost looks like you should be able to ring it, but it's just really kind of squeaky. Golly, oh, this is like, it's gorgeous for like a small town to do something like this. I mean, ours puts little things on the signpost, like little decorations, but nothing to this extent. Oh, they've got a strand out. Look at that, like, see the cables that are running these lights? It's crazy. And like when we come through, like when it's not Christmas, the lights aren't up, so it's not like they leave these up year round or anything like that. They take them down after Christmas. It's pretty amazing. The building's gorgeous. The architecture in the building's just awesome. So this is a plaque that somebody had put down in honor of their 50th anniversary. So I think as we walked around, I showed you on near the Flame Monument, there were a bunch of these bricks. So I think maybe they just redid this sidewalk. And when they redid it, they gave people the option to buy a brick. So it's pretty neat. I wonder what kind of stuff they do in this amphitheater here, though. There's the Colquitt County Courthouse Annex across the way. Beans and Strings, the coffee shop that rocks. So, my buddy's decided he's gonna go try and ring this bell. Allie tried to ring it earlier. He managed to spill his coffee on himself. They're trying to ring the bell, and I'm pretty sure, I think he knocked his coffee.
Oh no! They just waited a while for that too. Come on.
Apparently it doesn't work. I don't think the piece inside moves. We're gonna go into Beans and Strings. It's on the walls inside the Beans and Strings. Not normally. So I guess the gimmick to Beans and Strings is it's a coffee shop that offers music lessons, and I guess they do like live bands, or they used to. They're apparently under new ownership, and the new owner doesn't like music all that much. So it's kind of an interesting reason to buy a Beans and Strings, a music and coffee inspired shop, but not like music. So that's a little weird. So whatever, I guess. So it looked okay in there. It was kind of disheveled. There wasn't very many instruments or anything left in there, but the kids wanted something warm to drink. It's kind of cool. It's not too cold. Yeah. All right. Beans and Strings without the strings. Well, I think that's going to do it for our little walk around the center of Moultrie, Georgia, looking at all the Christmas lights. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're already having a great holiday. From my beautiful family to yours. Merry Christmas. Till tomorrow.